Hey, ¿cómo están todos? Buenas, buenas. Al fin volvimos. He estado haciendo muchos, que sí, ensayos y errores con el audio y con todas esas cuestiones para lograr un punto en el que se escuche aquí, pero que, o sea, que cuando tenga que hablar por lo menos se escuche sin que sea tan ruidoso y que se escuche el juego bien. Entonces, estoy viendo acá todo, o sea, ya está medio arregladito en cuanto a, porque aquí no se le puede subir más. Pero yo creo que ya estaría lo mejor posible. Creo que lo mejor posible sería este. Ay. Entonces, cualquier cosa después lo cambio.
Opportunity beckons. Who among you is bold enough to heed her? Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder
Perro.
dread Evis
Okay,
had been sighted
estoy.
in the fields of Carava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though
Okay, ya
I
hice-
would have
ya
it
hice lo que me
tanned
tocaba.
first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Carava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
Ok, vamos a ver. Arriba también hay alguien.
Are you buying or selling?
No.
Take care.
Nada esto.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches.
You! Finally. No one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you
Señor.
do an old man a
Pobrecito.
kindness and brave the stairs?
Climb the stairs and...
And memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time.
Hey, nosotros hemos visto eso
The
antes.
otherwise undocumented origins of
Ese
Tabor's
tipo de
unique
tumbita.
people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Ah, no, pero si tiene que estar en los domos, no, ahí sí. Así es otra cosa. Ok, falta solo... Creo que había otra misión secundaria por aquí. Tenemos 1, 2 y 3.
How are those new boots treating you?
That Cyril fellow's an odd fish, don't you think?
Well, scholarly thoughts like it.
Veranas del cristal, pilares de Tabor. Ok. Según.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
Back to how it was.
So it's these stones to Kanver, and the rest of the boxes to Dalman.
Not a scratch on them.
Have you noticed the elder has been coughing less?
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Que luego que sea memorizar,
It's been hard to
pero
find
obviamente
since this guy
no
started.
me lo voy a memorizar.
It does indeed.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read. The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen for myself. Come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall
no
we?
puede ser.
What did it say?
Guardián del cristal, me imagino.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Voyages of the Ashen Ocean.
Seafarers here?
No,
Are
eso
you
no era.
certain?
I'm growing...
Estos.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Ese sí no me acuerdo nada. Yo nada más le di clic. Vamos a adivinar que son los fieles servidores del sol. No. Trabajadores de la tierra. Whatever.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
Ah, mira, sí, sí, era cierto.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all...
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far.
Acá no voy a poder pasar para allá abajo a menos que vaya a la mandíbula y vaya a hacer eso de roto. Sí, yo creo que voy de una vez para acá. No me digas que no hay un... Ah, sí, sí. Estaba pensando que no había uno de esos...
Good girl.
¿Cómo se llama? De los transportes. Ya me había asustado.
Don't get surrounded.
Ok, ya aquí sí, sí, quieres. Tanto ese como tal. Vamos a probar con esta otra vez.
Old he may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet.
Perro, pero le estamos cayendo a coñazo, pobrecito. con esa habilidad mejorada que tiene un montón de rayos, está bastante, bastante cool.
This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better.
Ah, ¿verdad que estamos también con Joshua? Ok, viene esta. Esta es la otra misión secundaria, no me acuerdo ni a cuál es que era. Era la de... Reúnete con... No.
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've
El
left.
negocio de pieles, creo que también era eso. Pero, está aquí.
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
The gentleman of the town guard is...
Fuck! How the hell did they find it? No one knew where I was keeping that kill. Finest
Here you are.
Could be I know something. Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumours about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever'll pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Delamil?
Where? She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
Demasiado extra.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
You too, Goots.
Okay.
The finest sell swords in storm. Fuck!
The gentleman of the town guard is... What a mess.
You fought very bravely.
The safety of the town is in our hands.
Que creepy se ve todo el cielo así. Se ve medio... Perdió el medio... El
Time to
aquí.
brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
Obvio.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Ay, qué brutes. Bye.
Leave now, and we can pretend this didn't happen.
vienen bastantes. Véngase pues.
Wake and win!
Easy.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwin finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwin wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well,
Esto es demasiado
go on then. If you're going to
Scooby-Doo.
end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
I need to find Goots. Right now.
Cuentan todo el plan una vez que lo acorralan. Este era todo el plan que yo tenía pensado, pero llegaste.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goot, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to
Me cae
pay in
bien,
blood!
After what she did, it is
pero-
only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her. Or I'll kill you myself!
Goot, no.
Wow, good.
Enough, all of you!
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind.
Señora.
Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs?
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Goots, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs. You remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye?
Oof.
Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
Me imagino a la gente que está grabando esto en un booth gritando como un loco.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. It's an easy going through life, one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. It didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Karen y Good siempre son ese tipo de ese par heroico. Ok, ¿dónde están nosotros? ¿Será que ya puedo moverme? Sí, ya puedo ir al descanso de Marte. Voy a terminar esta partecita por aquí. Quiero aprovechar que estoy con Joshua. Hacer un montón de misiones ahí con otro más firepower.
My Lord Marquis, it is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, Chief Steward of your Lord Uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your Lord Uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times even that may not prove sufficient.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
Coño, sí, busca 2 carajos que están en una parte del continente entero y ya. O sea, facilito. Pero por supuesto, tenemos esta super herramienta de ver el mapa.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
Hey, yo ahora que lo pienso, yo nunca fui por aquí a la izquierda.
You heard the herald.
¿Qué habrá por ahí?
Captain said it was you who slew the,
Ese es un castillo.
Ready, girl?
Faster!
Ok, por aquí se ve que no hay nada, al parecer. Aunque sí se ve por esto. Yo pensaba que eso allá a la distancia era un cristal madre. Por eso no.
Have care. All right. To me, Blades! All yours, Tormund! Now, Tormund! It's over! Tormund, kill!
Ok, nada más era un cofre. Ok. Quería sacar el choco y saqué el rifle.
Good girl. Run like the wind.
Ok, estamos ready por aquí. Excepto...
You deserve a rest.
que todavía no... Y el montón de rayos. Pero creo que esto no se puede activar. Oh, sí, y ahora sí se puede.
This one's awake.
Okay.
Let's see what's inside.
Vamos a ver qué es esto. Es solo con Bahamut, ok. Ok. es que le puedo poner... Ok. Me da más segundos si hago estas cositas. Por ejemplo, bonificaciones. Hacer estas 50 ataques. Ok, aliento. Satélite. Pero entonces no puedo cambiar. Tengo ahorita satélite. Ok, tengo satélite y tengo aliento fulgurante. Tengo que hacer opción precisa. Ok, perfecto. Me lo pongo. Atácame, atácame, atácame. Atáqueme. No sé si esto funcionó porque está muy difícil jugar a Bahamut sin tener otro tipo de... Ah, bueno, pero sí tuve algunas cositas. Okay. Dice aquí... se está haciendo... Ok, perfecto. ¿Ya? ¿Qué me dan? What? Ah, ok. Son 3 fases. Ok, ¿cuáles tengo? Tengo erradicación. Y también tengo satélite. Ok, mega carga. Lo mismo. Satélite. Con un solo uso. Castigo. Cualquier vaina. raro jugar con un solo icon.
Nice try.
súper raro esto. Se siente súper incómodo. Bueno, no puedo tomar nada. Yup. Coño. Esto va a ser más peludo. No, que esquive eso bien. el artillero, esquivo. Y ahora... No, no le di el otro. Ah, verga. Oh my god, no, qué incómodo. Está demasiado loco esta vaina. Lo hice malísimo, obviamente. Y no se puede ni siquiera tomar algo. Ya, esto es todo. No. No me digas que esto sigue, no puede ser. ¿Qué es esto? Eso es demasiado feo. Yo no tengo vida. ¿Qué voy a hacer? Holy shit. Giga fulgor. Mejorada. Ok. Y tengo aliento fulgurante. Esto no me va a hacer. ¿Dónde está? Holy shit, esto está demasiado peludo. Estoy demasiado cagado. ¡No! Toma. Muérete. No, que claro, hay demasiadas cosas que vienen encima. No, no lo voy a intentar de nuevo. No sabía lo que esperar y obviamente no lo vamos a hacer de nuevo. Qué heavy. Eso fue demasiado ladilla. Lo pruebo sin ustedes, muchachos, porque de pana eso sí es una ladilla.
Ready, go?
Faster!
All right.
Siempre me preguntaban qué eran esas piedras y ahora que los sexos son como bases, pero no sé qué. Deben dar cosas buenas. O sea, creo que me deben dar una buena, qué sé yo, experiencia o items.
Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot. This must be our wyvern. All right. Let's get this over with. Too slow. That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent. I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
Okay.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
Mummy? The gentleman of the town guard.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you'd kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Siempre me encanta hacer este combito. Vamos a ver.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail. There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
Si este es el tipo que vicioso tan rápido.
What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I'm Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on...
Bandits.
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach. Visit the Vale. Tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
Bueno, cuando quieras tomar la suficiente.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
Quería cambiar de icon.
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Get him! To me, Blackie!
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by, as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive. And I'm fine, which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course, I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece. I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly, and we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
Okay. Vine para terminar estas misiones, para hacer la última y vamos a ver qué pasa con la historia, ¿vale?
Mindless though they are, an Akashic horde large enough to besiege the free cities is not to be trifled with. We must proceed with caution.
It seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And, a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about. And here we have it. Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
Obvio.
So, not fit for consumption then?
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force. A force of nature, even. A maelstrom of flavour and sensation. A graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
Estos juegos son demasiado graciosos con Iván.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots, and I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
Coño, Guts es demasiado cool, vale.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Okay, finally.
Kanver's walls will not hold the Akashic Horde for long. We can only hope they hold it for long enough.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts? You earned this. Come again. I may have more for you.
Vamos una vez a terminar la misión y le damos.
Here's your...
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it. Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
Cada vez que dice misión cumplida, el control se vuelve loco.
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you.
No sé.
Pray accept this token.
Sí, está como medio raro esa
For as long
mirada.
as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Kanver, then.
We'll talk about this later.
Yo sabía. Mira, bueno, te tengo que decir, pero...
You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
The free cities under siege?
Este lugar me recuerda mucho a una de las partes de God of War. No, quería cambiar de... Pero bueno, ya que...
Let us be one.
Pero ahora quiero cambiar, obviamente, porque cambiar el gameplay un pelín, pues. Para eso tenemos los otros. Aunque a veces... Esta vez voy a darle puro titán y bajamos. Vamos a ver cómo funciona así. Satélite, guía fulgor. Sí, yo creo que satélite es mejor. Puñetazo y la tectónica. Yo creo que esa. ¿Qué hice? No, esta no era. Se puede ir por acá y por allá abajo. A ver, ¿qué tiene por allá? Voy a hacer la rondita por si acaso.
Clive. Smoke.
Is the city fallen? Verga, destruyeron la ciudad de pana.
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
historia me parece burda importante.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need.
Esto sí es importante ver qué es lo que pasó.
You know what you have to do. Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
Damn.
Come then, brother. We are awaited in Gotan's Bales.
Everyone, Quinton has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinton. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end, that we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quinton to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
No. We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quinton die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heaven all, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
Good girl.
Hey. ¿Y esta vaina?
Straight home now.
Damn. Yo creo que para este tipo de dragón voy a necesitar esto. Ok, no era un boss. Pensaba que era un boss. Se veía como uno.
Clive, look.
No. Don't tell me we're too late.
Yeah.
No, mataron a todos de una vez.
Quentin, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go.
But...
your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then.
That is no mere guard dog.
No. It's a rabid beast that needs to be put down. Wake!
Bueno, era parecido el que matamos antes, pero con mucho más nivel.
If only we'd arrived earlier. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear. Just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives
Ah, bueno, y
lost,
te vas a enterar ahorita que pa' jugo.
so that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quentin! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What?
Ah, no vale, pero estos tipos tienen la peor suerte de todas.
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool! Damn it. Quentin's not going to last long in there.
Then we finish this quickly.
Yeah.
You're finished.
I need to get back to Quentin. Quentin! Quentin! Look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back.
O sea, pero es que...
But I prayed,
Explícame.
and I prayed, and you did. There's got
Esta
to be
parte
a
pues, es
reason
la
for
única
that,
parte en la que...
right?
Esta parte del juego es la única en la
Can't
que
we
yo
just
digo
go
como
back
que
to
el
how
plot
it
no
was?
tiene mucho sentido.
You know, you looking
No,
after us all.
ya no tengo nada, marico. Lo
Your
dijiste,
work ain't
todo lo hiciste
over
para
yet,
eso y ahora vas
Master
a decir que no
Quentin.
tienes nada. Pende.
We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
Because we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing. Right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice. After all, we are family.
Esta carita de Skyrim fue muy rara. El plano de Skyrim, plano así de en la mitad de la pantalla.
Permit me to withdraw my request.
Pésimo
I will
movimiento
no
de
longer
fricción.
be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
Ok. Vamos a ver qué viene en la historia, ahora sí. Ahorita apenas llegue me dice, cuidado que si avanzas un poquito más ya no vas a volver a...
Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol. But everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Hey?
Qué loco con el tío.
My boy.
Uncle Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled?
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in the city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the Merchants' District to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the Merchants' District, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
Berro, van a meter un montón de gente en el hideaway.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors. They don't stand a chance against those things.
So
What happened to the Royal Army? There's nothing but monsters here.
Pensaba que tenía titán.
sounded big. Joshua and Jill must be busy. There may still be survivors inside. Where are they? Ultima's reach extend this far? What the hell is going on here? Finished. Your master! What does he want?
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again? I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt, and now you're here, with an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sigmund of House Harvard, and you will yield. Or not. As long as you don't hold back. You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely, Mythos. Yes! Yes!
Actually, I wouldn't. Too slow.
vessel is strong. My liege.
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see. We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived. Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong? Nothing. I hope.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
What? De uno con él.
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Walud.
Get back.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Try it.
Joshua!
This way! Hurry!
Power beyond reckoning. And they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
No. No, no puede ser.
Will he be all right?
The Phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gil into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. The Iron Hair wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
No puede ser. Me estoy cagando y si está... Si,
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Que no esté muerto.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But you have an idea.
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself. Right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
Cole said it was an army of a clash.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling?
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me.
They're all right. But it's a long story.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been mid.
Then I'll check the workshop.
Ok. Quiero hacer unas misiones secundarias después, pero voy a terminar el stream en esta parte una vez que sepamos qué es lo que pasó.
Master Sid.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, do you think Mid's ship will ever sail?
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. What do we have here? Oh. Sid's pipes. Something tells me Mid won't be needing these. I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's. Huh. What's this tucked inside it?
What? La traducción está medio... Qué loco esto.
Sid's best invention. Huh. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. But what would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
¿Cómo que se llama la hija de Sid? Midadol. El nombre completo es Midadol.
Well, did you find anything?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together. It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of them. Does that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling?
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope, nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this. See?
All too well. All right, out of the way. Something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yeah, yes. There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new music!
Huh. Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
O sea que el barco que está haciendo Mead es literalmente el sueño de Sid y ella lo está construyendo para... Ok, ya está bien.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye. Lose a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left?
Unless you have another word for stood up and walked off.
Se me olvidó
Yes,
eso.
left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Kanver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back, though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
Ok, bueno, vamos a dejarlo por acá y voy a empezar a hacer unas misiones secundarias ahí. Porque la misión más importante de Lostwing, como ya la hice la secundaria, ahora vamos a ver qué viene. Y mañana vemos qué es lo que hace esa pieza para que
Cole
por
said
fin
it was
activen
an
el barco.
army of Akashi.
Creo que va a ser una batalla ahí de Assassin's Creed Black Flag, porque son dos barcos. Así que cuídense.